Hey guys, welcome to another week of manufacturing remotely. We spent a lot of time in class talking about occupations, careers, career paths, what people do after high school, things like head off to college, go get a job, go into the military, all kinds of options. Well, we're in a really unique time right now with the coronavirus, COVID-19, heard things like global pandemic. Everyone's telling you to wash your hands, to stay home, don't go next to anybody, and wear a face mask when you're in public. So far, we've been out of school for 7 weeks, and by the looks of it, we'll be out for the rest of the year. School has gone from not knowing what's happening or what to do to online classes, assignments, and evaluations. For some people now, it's really easy, and for others, it's nearly impossible. Imagine not having access to the internet. Imagine having somebody in your family that's out of work or somebody that's sick. All of those things play into it. So we have a lot of different people out there with all different considerations that we have to be concerned with as we move forward with your education. Sometimes people just go through the motions when they're learning. They don't really learn anything. And this is a real important time for you to decide, what are you learning? And are you learning better? Are you doing better? Does this method work for you? Sometimes this works great for people. The distractions of being in a classroom, distractions of other students hinder someone's education. For some people, this might be a help. For others, again, this might be really, really difficult. We have to keep in mind that you get out of school what you put in. And it's not the school, it's not specific classes or lessons, it's not about the teacher. It's really about your attitude and what you want to learn. And this week we want to take a look at a little bit about your schooling, a little bit about your career path, a little bit about your future. And our first question we're going to ask is, how has this affected your high school education? We'll take a look at that. We also want to consider how it affected your chosen career path. We spent a good portion of our class looking at career paths. You chose a path based on your interest and ability. You interviewed a person who worked in that field. So you know what it takes. You know what it takes for education. You know what it takes for skill. You know what it takes for drive. We want to look at, how has your chosen career path changed? Lots of people are out of work because their jobs make it difficult or impossible to meet the health and safety guidelines that we're under right now. Some people can work from home. Some people are busier now than they ever were. People that are first responders or healthcare workers are extremely busy, and other people are completely unemployed. So we want to take a look at that. What will your career look like when this is all over? Will it still be there, or will it change? I want to know what you think about your career path, and whether that's going to change or not, and how this pandemic that we're under right now has affected that. And the last thing we want to think about is your immediate future. This pandemic will go away. Doesn't seem it lately. It seems like it's getting worse and worse and worse. But it will go away. Not sure when, but that will happen. Until then, and for some time after that, things are going to be different. So how will that affect you? How does that affect finishing out the school year? Seniors will potentially miss some major life events, things like prom and graduation. Right now they're deciding where to go to college. May 1st is the deadline for people to put in a deposit on college so that they save your place. We have to ask ourselves, will the colleges be open in the fall? If you're going to work instead of college, will there still be work? Will the job that you were looking at still be there? If you're an underclassman, will you be prepared for next year and the next level of your courses? For example, if you took Spanish 1 this year, will you be prepared for Spanish 2? It's more important now than ever that you do your best. No one's sitting there helping you along the way every inch like there was when we attended school every single day. So now it's more important than ever that you step up to the plate and do your best. We want to know how that will change how you spend your summer. What about things like vacations and travel and family time and work? I want to know what you think too about that, about your immediate future. So this week, instead of doing a project like we have been, a manufacturing project, we're going to focus on your future and how that plays into career paths that you were thinking of and college plans that you were thinking of and how you spend your education here at Grafton High School. So you're going to write a three-paragraph paper this week. One paragraph is going to be about your high school education. How has it affected your high school education? I want to know what you think, okay? What you think. What is your opinion about what's going on and how it's affecting you? Not everybody else, just you. We also want to see how it's affected your chosen career path. Again, we chose careers. Is that career still there? Has it been affected by this pandemic? And if so, when it comes back, will it look different? I think every job might look a little bit different. We're starting to see exactly what we call real important jobs. Who's a necessity and who's not? Who's more of a luxury? And we have to decide that along the way. And the last thing is about your immediate future. What are your immediate plans? If you're a senior and heading off to college, are you still headed to the same place? Are you confident that you're making a good decision? Have you contacted the school to see what they think so that you can make good decisions? We're unsure as to what exactly holds in the future, but I want to know in the immediate future, that means for the next year or so, what do you think is going to happen? And what are you going to do about your future? So again, 3 paragraphs this week. 1 paragraph about how this has affected your high school education and what you think about it. Okay? Next paragraph, how has this affected your career path? Again, what do you think about it? And lastly, how does it affect your immediate future? Let's say over the next year. What do you think about that? I want you to have a great week this week. Nice easy assignment. You can submit that through Schoology and I'll put some further instruction up there for you. So far your work has been phenomenal. Let's keep that going. Have a great week, folks.